Hey, hi, Queen Tawny. How you doing? Pray that all is well. Pray that you're okay. You still remaining in those beautiful energies. Thank you for your subscription. I was looking at, um, I guess it will be the analytics, right? When it comes to YouTube and the progression, and I think you've almost been with me for a year. Subscribe to me for a year. I would eventually like to get you something special. I think that's an honor. Um, yes, it's an honor when it comes to you allowing me or entrusting me to be a part of your journey and sharing your journey with me. I have fervent gratitude um, for the connection that we have. Most definitely. And I thank you for entrusting me once again. I want to go ahead and clear some of these energies. Go ahead and clear some of these energies here real quick. Okay, so as I can remember to the best of my knowledge that the last time that I spoke with you, you were in amazing energy, especially when it comes to communicating with people who may not see uh, you may not, see eye to eye with, right? And learning how to handle these situations that you come across um, in a more, or, in a better way, you know. Um, Holding on and maintaining your energy. I think it was the last time that I did an energy check in, not allowing people to cause your spirit to descend through communication. I think it was. Okay. I just kind of want to do a number energy to see Miss Twani um, when it comes to her energy here. Twani, Queen Twani. Ending of cycles with the number 4. Things coming together. Number 14. New beginnings. Um, New beginnings when it comes to things coming together. There could be some type of challenge or things could be fluctuating. Okay. I wanted to kind of bring in your past energy here. Calling in Queen Kwani's past energy. And this is about pretty much maintaining some type of balance during time of manifestation. Okay. Standing in your own power, right? You were in the season or the energy of manifesting when it comes to past energy. This is because you were um, preserving your energy here. Okay. And I have Queen Twani's past energy. What is this? Doing things with ease, inferiority. Okay. Not too good. It's like when it comes to this, like perception, communication. I think that's very, I don't know, maybe humbling. Past and can I have 20 past energy? Past, that was a jumper. Past energy. Being patient, having the inner power when it comes to past energy here. Okay. And I have Tawny's present energy, past, present, Tawny's present energy. I have Tawny's present energy. Present energy. And I was getting ready to say that I sense like this humbling type of energy. It's like things come to you easy, right? And then you had the inferiority card, which is like not too good. And I sense like this humbling type of energy here. Okay. In the past, having this inner power, when it comes to how you were dealing with individuals and they spoke to you within, when it came to causing your spirit to descend. That could be arguments, disagreements, things of this nature, right? And preserving your energy. Like I think I said, sometimes you got to just let people be people, agreeing to disagree. Things might, not seeing eye to eye, but having that inner strength and that inner power and that courage um, to do what it was that needed to be done in order to preserve energy, right? And your present energy here is humility. It says, allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way, and you delight in receiving it. So this is your present energy here. Inner power, humility, present energy, Holy Spirit. Present energy, Tawny, present. Tawny's present energy. So I think that's very beautiful. Learning when it's almost like learning when to humble yourself when you come across having the knowledge, and because you've been through it with the lotus flower. Excuse me. Excuse me, I had sneeze. But when it comes to the lotus flower, and if you notice, the lotus flower is in blue here, right? That's also about communication. So it's like you've been through some things when it comes to having to, like I said, deal with negative communication, right? Maybe having to humble yourself at times, or show humility when it comes to uh, communication that consists, it could be consists of some type of adversity. You get what I'm saying? Some type of, um, I heard rejection. Okay, we're gonna keep it simple. But with the owl is about the knowledge, clarity, and understanding here, and it's all due to this. If you notice, he's in prayer, but it's all due to this spiritual foundation that you have built. That's that root chakra here, in which you have built yourself. Okay, and having that inner power and that inner strength to carry it out. Okay. Okay, so now I'm getting your Tawny's future energy. Tawny's future energy. So that's beautiful energy here. And that's, I also look at this as like not stooping to an individual's level, right? You know, yeah, allowing a person to do them while you maintain this foundation that you have acquired, you have built for yourself. Remaining stable, remaining calm during times of adversity. And with that lotus flower, you've been through it. You've had these communications that, you know, tit for tat, dragging each other through the mud. You dragging them through the mud. You've been there. And, which, yeah, causes pain. Causes pain. which causes, distorted perception, right, of oneself. You have to entertain or endure negative communication from others. The sending of spirit. All right, past. Let's move on. For future, Miss 20. Future for Miss 20. We have unlocking DNA. Yes, honey. Yeah, knowing who you are, right? Like unlocking DNA, knowing who you are. And this is future energy too, as well, with this humility that you are portraying. Okay. And if you notice, it's already blossomed. This lotus flower here, yeah, with the having the knowledge, wisdom, and using it. You could be praying, meditating, strengthening this foundation here. Okay, you are this foundation, representing safety, security, stability, and clarify past, clarify past, clarify past energy, clarify past energy. That's beautiful. That's beautiful energy. Having that inner power like the lion, the strength, right? Courage. This is also like courage to stand up for yourself too as well. What I'm feeling. I mean, having the courage to walk away, having the courage, yeah, timelessness. Over and over again. When it comes to this foundation and the love that you have, it's like everlasting. And that's also your sacral chakra here is active. Your sacral chakra, your heart chakra, and your root chakra, the foundations here are very, very strong. Present energy. And I feel like with this timelessness too, here, each time you had to endure some things, it just strengthened you. I feel that's what timeless too is about too as well. With that the foundation, it just strengthened that foundation here, right? With the red. It's a little bit of pink here too, and I feel that's like friendship, right? The foundation and friendships that we have to build with ourselves in order to be able to have this inner strength and then have this inner power and this inner strength and that courage to be able to at times maybe show humility, right? Maybe to humble oneself here, and that's due to going within prayer or within meditation or your spiritual practices, whatever the case may be, and gaining that clarity and knowledge and wisdom and clarity and clarity and understanding on when it comes to. I feel like it's some type of growth there because you have the fully bloomed lotus flower. Like there's some type of growth there when it comes to um, how much to give in communication, in order, not to find yourself in a depressed or, you know, um, not lowering your standards or your spirit in order to meet someone's, negative disposition or attitude or way of speaking. You maintain something here. I think that's very beautiful too as well. And what I feel is like it's not just to keep the peace, because this is like I feel is almost like picking and choosing your battles wisely. Okay, so what I'm about to do, okay, present energy from Queen Twani, present energy. Present energy for Queen Twani, that humility, finding humility through prayer, meditation, whatever the case may be. Humiliation. I feel like also too, like you don't like this wisdom of knowing how to handle situations come through experience, awakening. Yeah. Present energy says, "Oh my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense." Okay. Excuse me. And I feel with you taking these types of actions, right? I feel like at times you might even ask, like, how do I handle this situation? Or, it's like it's unlocking something within you here too as well. Because I feel like there is something, it's helping you here through your spiritual practices, meditation, prayer, is helping you to hold on to some type of peace, holding on to peace, which is unlocking something within you. Future, future energy for Miss Twenty. Future energies for Miss Twenty. Future energies for Miss Twenty. We have prudence. I feel like I said, that dealing with certain things here, because we have prudence. Prudence, when I looked it up, is in regards of making better choices and decisions, right? Not giving in to temptations, certain temptations, whatever the case may be. But I feel like you could been awakened to something here when it comes to um, either you were dealing with someone who was not making the proper choices or decisions, or you were awakened to maybe some, um, finding that inner power and that inner strength when it comes to connecting spiritually here and gaining that clarity and that knowledge on how to communicate, because like it's like, oh wow, I feel this sense of I've been here before, I've done this before, right? Going within, opening up something within you here. Okay. And it could be like something, it could be awakening or to maybe some type of self behaviors, right? It could be some awakening to something pertaining to self in regards of how maybe one has been handling certain situations. So you take it as a resonate, or it could be that you have awakened to someone who has not been making the best choices and decisions here within some type of connection here. Something could have been, something could be happening over and over and over again, and you're finding that inner strength and that inner power on how to communicate and handle the situation. So you take it as a resonate, but regardless of what it is, it's all beautiful energy, because there's a lesson has been learned. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that's beautiful energy. 1903 on the timer. Okay, 4 or 5. It has been a challenge when it comes to maybe showing her humility or being humble in certain situations or certain in certain I just heard certain scenarios, right, that you've had to go through with the, once again, what is that, 6, yeah, being in harmony here, right? um, Being in harmony when it comes to things that you want coming together, want to come together, right? And maintaining or finding that inner, having that strength to go within and find that inner peace, right? Is unlocking something, which in time things will come together for you. Okay. So what I want to do, just maintain that energy when it comes to maybe being around certain individuals who are not making the best choices or decisions, which could be an influence maybe when it comes to making prudent decisions, right? Um, yeah, whatever the case may be, maintaining this energy because you are in the energy of manifesting here. Right. So you don't want any type of blockages or delays. Okay. So what I want to do is kind of touch bases when it comes to um, like your relationships and love, right? Having the inner power, strength once again. I'm gonna leave that up there. 20s, Queen 20s, relationships and love. Queen 20s, relationships and love. Queen 20s, relationships and love. You had the number 3. This is like maybe working together in harmony. Take it as it resonate. I see the 3 of Pentacles, teamwork. Okay. Um, Maybe you've been through heartbreak and pain. Maybe time to heal or needing to start working on healing uh, those wounds from maybe, like I said, different scenarios. It's an incidents that you've been through when it comes to relationships and partnerships. Okay. I also see the 3 of Wands, which is choices and decisions, right? That's about ending certain things, projects, certain situations, right? Wands are about plans, ideas, leaving certain things behind, starting something new, like I said, learning a new way of handling or approaching certain situations here, even in relationships and partnerships. And the only reason why I left this up is because when it comes to even your partnerships and relationships, you want to carry this type of energy into your relationships too as well, right? Finding that humility, finding that strength and that courage, right? And that inner power, picking and choosing your battles wisely, which in turn can open up a new aspect or a new door or a new gateway into or new possibilities in your connections, right? Too as well. So you even want to carry this type of energy into your relationships, right? Because we all know that when it comes to relationships, things are said, um, disagreements. You know, people want to rebuttal. You know, so it's like even knowing, like I always say, you got to know when to hold them, fold them. Got to know when to walk away. Okay, partnerships and past partnerships, past when it comes to love, relationships, love and relationships. We have reactive and reverse. Okay, if not being this way, learning how, having the inner strength and the courage not to react, being reactive, right? Okay, not reacting, but maybe reacting with love, using the spiritual, even using the spiritual connection you have with family and friends. The foundation that you use to build that strength you build within yourself, because you don't handle your family and friends the same way you handle your love partner, right? So, but still maintaining that humility and not being reactive and finding the inner power to do so, right? When it comes to humility, releasing, like I said, we don't handle partners the way we maybe sometimes handle family members and friends. But it's when it comes to humility in this, maybe in your relationship, releasing attentive and repressive nature, right? Maybe being, like I said, that same foundation that you build and you use when it comes to your for your friends and your family, that energy of humility, right? And then having that knowledge and wisdom, you still want to be able to carry this same type of energy into your love life, right? For real. And this also stems from like I'm just saying, like you have been very like, where you going, what you doing, where you been, who you on the phone with, attentive and repressive nature. And that's still if that's the case, take it as a resonate. If it's not you, maybe your partner, take it as a resonate. um Healing certain areas that still needs to be healed, right? In case or unless your partner has done something that has caused some type of alarm or awareness, then that's understood. You get what I'm saying? And even then, too, there's needing to build that uh, rebuild that trust, right? So, yeah, three, working together, coming together, working together as a team. Okay, and that's also, I feel like I just heard maybe trying to build maybe a spiritual connection together. You know, and that's too as well, depending on your person or your partner's belief system too. Okay, past, present, future energy, unlocking the DNA, which is locking. I feel unlocking the DNA within the connection, finding that space where each one can operate out of autonomy, right? And still come together as one with unlocking DNA. Okay, future energy, future love energy, future love energy, future love energy. Yeah, finding honor. Okay. Um, Once again, this is about communication, perception, spiritual connection, right? Okay, it's not finding honor when it comes to someone figuring out something, understanding something here, in regards of who they are, right? This alignment, because that's about alignment, staying in alignment. I feel like somebody does not have honor or does not like when it comes to when someone allows themselves to be in this higher state of consciousness or being, right? Everything is lit up. All those sockets, like their speaking capability is stable. You know, like they know how to operate. I don't know if this could be you, and it could be somebody, or you're dealing with people who don't like the fact that you are in this type of spiritual alignment. Okay, and it could be your partner. Take it as a resonate, or I don't know. But like I said, it's like being in one's when it comes to autonomy, two, standing in each one's power and owns their each one's own power, but at the same time unlocking this. I feel like, as far as being as one, I'm just saying, if you guys are still together, take it as a resonate. Clarify honor. For some reason, someone doesn't like it. Clarify honor in reverse. Clarify honor in reverse. Clarify honor in reverse. As I said, non-duality. And once again, that goes back to releasing attentive and repressive nature, right? Non-duality is about letting your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. Okay. Someone doesn't have or appreciate it or doesn't find honor in that here when it comes to this non-duality. Not really knowing or maybe realizing the forces that may be coming together if both DNAs were unlocked. How, yeah, yeah, I just heard maybe how magnificent or superb. I just heard the word superb. How superb this could, this connection probably could be, right? Clarify non-duality. Non-duality. Clarify non-duality. Clarify non-duality. Clarify non-duality. Non-duality. The pure, being pure at heart. It says, always trust in the purity of your heart, looking inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answers to your questions. Yeah, it's almost like somebody's wanting you to act in a certain way. I don't know, maybe want to see you go off, pop off. I don't know. Here. But it's something that you've unlocked within yourself by learning this humility, right? And it's through this communication. Okay. Verify, release. Got it. Okay. Release attentive and repressive nature. Release attentive and repressive nature. Release freedom. Freeing yourself from what it is that you have had to go through. But this is also ancestor. It says releasing attentive and repressive nature. Okay, I thought this had something to do with ancestral. But freeing yourself here, okay, allowing yourself to, I forgot what the hummingbird means. You can look that up and see what it means, the spiritual meaning of it. But yeah, freeing yourself. But it's also to its form is some type of communication. Okay, freeing yourself here when it comes to communication. Okay, it's about being bound or um, being bound to this type of energy when it comes to attentive or repressive. And like I said, I just feel like because of what it is that you've had to endure, go through within connections, there could be some type of, um, you know, maybe needing to work on the trust or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so what I want to do is kind of get when it comes to your finances. Okay, calling in finances. Same type of energy you need to have when it comes to the workforce and your finances. You're needing to have that inner power here to do what must be done. Having the human knowledge and the wisdom and the clarity on when it comes to communicating here, or when it just communication actions that are being taken here, but maintaining that foundation that you have acquired or built through prayer and meditation here, because the fact you have been through some things, certain situations, scenarios that cause this growth here. Okay, and unlocking the DNA here, and I feel it's like a form of growth, evolving, even when it comes to your finances, right? Four things are coming together with the number five. It could be a challenge, and things could have, could be kind of fluctuating, but with that comes change, right? So just keeping up the hard work or whatever work that you are putting in order to receive or have some type of growth financially, and yeah, just make sure that you don't give up, even though the road or the path can be challenging, but have faith. Make sure you have faith, okay, and don't give up. Yeah. This is about Promethean fire. Promethean fire is about taking action. Once again, we are speaking about going within. She has her eyes closed, having the inner power, gaining that inner power and that strength through your prayers and meditations in order to you know, keep a momentum here, right? Having that courage to do what needs to be done. Okay, present. Finances for Queen 20. Finances for Queen 20. Being humble. Picking and choosing your battles wisely on the workforce, or if you're trying to do some type of deal, limitless. You're running out of humility when it comes to don't give up. It feels like you're getting tired, you're getting sick and tired of maybe dealing with something when it comes to your finances. And this is about perception and communication. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous way. The divine can cause anything, can use anything and anyone. Okay. So when it comes to your finances and building and growth, there's some type of humility you have to show. Even bring that foundation that you are building within, dealing with family and friends, when it comes to maintaining that stability, right? Knowing who you are so you can unlock that financial DNA code is what I'm saying, because it's there. It's there. Clarify future for finances, future energy for finances. Something you're going to unlock here. Okay. Future finances. Future finances. Future finances. As virtue in reverse. Okay, virtuous. Okay, it could be someone that you're doing. I don't know if you're working on a job, someone you're planning on doing business deals with here. Like every time I see upside down triangle, it could be meaning of maybe this is male energy here. Okay, take it as a resonate. But when it comes to virtue, okay, this is like something that is said or something that is done. Okay, some type of communication. This person is with the eye and the triangle upside down. That is someone who is using maybe their gifts, maybe not in a good way. Okay, which it's future event, when it comes to present here. This is either you're going to stop giving or you're being advised that's, yeah, like giving to something here. See yourself open, okay? Not being open to being humble or, yeah, humility. Yeah, clarify when it comes to clarify humility when it comes to finances. This is like allowing someone's actions, unvirtuous actions, or something that is being said that's unvirtuous, that's not good, right? Yeah, humility, allowing something you're not going to allow. Okay, so this is probably maybe needing to okay, here, find a different approach. Don't say something or don't allow yourself to come out of pocket, but maybe, I don't know if this is something on your job, report it. I don't know. Take it as a resignate. Just take it as, yeah, because this is about your finances. Okay. So that's been what time is it? Yeah, I gotta go. That's been your message. I hope that it resonates with you, Queen. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. Like I said, it most definitely is a blessing. Keep, I thought it cut out. But remain in that beautiful energy, even when it comes to your finances. Build a friendship. Start building friendships and partnerships that will align with, um, unlocking that financial DNA code that can bring in wealth, harmony, peace, and that comes from working along with each other in a good way. Teamwork. You know what I'm saying? I keep seeing the Three of Pentacles. Teamwork, success. That's been your message. Love you. Bye.